All right, hope you guys ready to learn about layouts and Jetpack Compose, because I am sure ready to teach. So in the last video, we went through setting up Jetpack Compose. Hopefully the video last time helped you guys out. If not, there's millions of videos online that you can go to and watch. So all I got right here is I just made a composable function called layout. And we have what's new in Jetpack Compose. Well, what do I mean what's new? What's in Jetpack Compose is we have a composable layout that is annotated preview. Now what this does, this allows us to preview the changes over here to our right as we move along, and we can polish our app and our layout besides, without running the app and without launching an emulator, which is pretty sweet, and I like that. I really do. So let's go ahead and dive right in. So let's start off with column. So column is basically equivalent to a vertical linear layout. So let's go ahead and let me go ahead and show you what a column is. Now this is all out the box, and I can't type today. Anyways, so we got a column. So we're gonna create two texts. Well, actually, we're gonna create three. It's not text views, but it's equivalent to a text view. It's just text. We can just go text one, comma. I think I kind of went over modifiers in the last one, and if I didn't, I'm just gonna go over it right now for you. So what a modifier is just a way for us to add the attributes to modify the text view. Okay, this is all out the box. So all we do is we go modifier, and we go equals modifier, and we want to go, let's give it a color. Let's go background color. So background, and we add a color in there. We can go ahead and make this one money green, that good green. We all love money green, don't we? If you don't, then I don't know, man. So let's go ahead and go Control D twice. So we can make three of them. That way we can show you how it lines up. So we got text one, text three. So 1, 2, 3. So this column is going to have three text views lined up vertically. So go Control Shift F5. And it's like I said, this column is equivalent to the vertical linear layout, which we all are used to in XML, right? As you can see that, boom, we have three text views lined up. All right, so now let's say we want to have a horizontal text view. Layout. So all you do, this is all out the box, just go roll. ROW, import that in. If you don't have it imported in yet, let me go up here. As you can see, oh, we got layouts all. So anyways, make sure you going in the Compose library. You got to make sure it's the Compose library. So Control Shift F5. Let's check it out. Yeah, man. As this renders the preview, I just want to say thanks for watching. And if you guys are feeling very generous, please click that thumbs up button. You ain't got to if you don't want to. All right, come on, here we go. Oh, so text one, text two, text three. So we have that horizontal linear layout equivalence, right? So let's go ahead and change up so we have another thing too. It's called, let me show you what this is called. Now this is a frame layout equivalence to a frame layout. And what it is called box. So we're gonna add like 3 boxes inside of this row. So we're gonna have 3 boxes lined up horizontally. So we're gonna go, so we got a box, we go modifier. So before we can modify the box, oops. Remember I warned you I couldn't type today. So modifier, we're gonna do this size. So we want to create the size of the box. So let's just say this is gonna be 100.dp. So, and you can change something else to this modifier. So let's do a background. So that way we can change the color. So let's go color. And let's make this blue. And Control D, duplicate it. We got 3 boxes. Let's just change the colors up. Let's make this one yellow. And let's make this last one red. Control Shift F5. Go ahead and get that preview going. You guys need to really get on your shortcut keys because, you know, it makes you a quicker, more efficient developer. You know, ain't no time to waste. We got to move. You see how that is? Blue, yellow, red. That's nice. So this is, like I said, this is a frame layout. So if we didn't have it inside a row, watch this. Watch this, watch this, watch this. Let's turn this one to, what we got? Boom, boom, boom. So yeah, let's do this. Let's turn this 75 DP and let's make the other one 50 DP. All right, now let's take it out. Let's take it out of the row layout. Let's go ahead and preview that. And we should have it stacked up on top of each other. So yeah, that's pretty cool right there. So what we can do here is let's put it back inside. Let's put it back in the column. Right. So we got it back inside of a column. Let's give the column a modifier. And the modifier we want to do for the column is, let's give it a size. So our size, let's make it, let's say 400 DP. .dp for our size. And we're going to chain, let me see, size. Oh, so another thing too, it's a thing called fill max width. So we just want the column, we want the layout to width-wise to expand all the way the size of the screen. And let's run this just for, we can take a look, see what we got. And like I said, all right, you see that? All right, so this in the background is our 400 DP column. I mean 400 DP, yeah, column layout. I should have gave it a color. Let's go ahead and give it a color right now. Background color. Let's just make this color. Let's try that. Control Alt L. Let's go ahead and format the code so we can look pretty. We want to be pretty, pretty neat. Go ahead and run this. Okay. So what we want to do, let's say we want to take these 3 boxes, 1, 2, 3, and we want to position it within this layout. How are we going to position it? You know, it's kind of like similar to the gravity, layout gravity. So how do we do that in this? All we got to do here, we can just go vertical arrangement. So that you see how you can arrange center, top, bottom, space around. So let's go center. Vertically is going to be positioned center. And then horizontally, we can go horizontal alignment. And we're going to position it. Let's position it to the end. So that's how you can do like your gravity within your layout, where you can position your the childs of the layout, the children of the layout. And if they get out of hand, you grab a belt. You know what to do with that belt. Get them in line. All right, as you can see, boom, that's pretty straightforward. All right, now look, not only do we have linear layouts and frame layouts, we also got constraint layouts. Let's check constraint layouts out. So before we do this, it's a dependency. So we need to go over to the build Gradle file, the app, and go ahead and put in this dependency right here, constraint layout dependency, the alpha 07. And also we're going to use the image. We're going to use an image inside of this constraint layout. So this is also a dependency also. So it's part of the foundation dependency, which gives you the border, background, box, image, scroll, shapes, stuff like that. So after you do that, This is what we do for constraint. I love constraint layouts. Constraint layouts is pretty cool. They flexible. So let's go constraint layout right there. So inside of constructor, let's go ahead and wait a minute. What did I do? All right, cool. We got that right there. Let's go to add a modifier inside the constraint layout. Modifier. Let's add I want our background. Let's put a background color there. So let's do color dot white. We're gonna use white for the background. All right, let's go in here. Now inside our constraint layout, let's go Control Alt L. I like to make my code look very beautiful. Format it. So now inside the constraint layout, so we got a thing that's called references. So basically we need a reference to each, if you want to call it views, to each component that we're going to add, whether it's the text, image, button. So we need a reference to the components. That way we can say, hey, I want you to line up to the top of this button or to the bottom of this button. You know how constraint layouts work, just like the XML way. So the way we do this, we go val and parentheses, and then we're just going to go, let's say image, and we don't, and these are not strings. Okay, so we're going to go image, title, and description. We just do like that. And then what we want to do, we're going to go equals and create refs. See that? Create refs. We want to use the one with the F, one with the S. Boom. Create refs. So now we have our references. So now we want to, let's do this. Let's create an image. So image. So painter, we need a painter and a content description. So we go painter resource. We go R drawable. Let's just use the launcher, the IC launcher background as our image. So after that, we need a content description. Let's just say, let's just go null. So content description is for our ADA compliance level, you know. So we always want to do that. So after we got our painter, we got our content description. So after that, let's add a modifier. So modifier, and then we need modifier dot. Okay, so what we need here, we want to, what is it that we're looking for? We want to go constrain as. So remember the values that we created up here are references, right? So constrain as. So this image is just going to be image. All right, image, just like that. That's simple. And then now inside of our block, this is where we're going to be adding our constraints. So let's go top. We're going to make our top. It's going to link to top, linking to our parent. So we're going to parent, it's similar to the constraint layout in XML. So parent top. There we go. So it's going to link to the parent, the top of the parent. So that's what we want. We want our top to the top of the parent. Then we can give it a margin. So do we want a margin? Yeah, we'll do margin. Margins in DP, we go 15 DP for our margin. So we're going to have our image up there. We'll have our image up to the top with 15 margin. Okay, so that's going to be, let's just see how this looks. Let's run this Control Shift F5. Let's just see what we got so far, and then we'll add the other pieces to it. So I want to kind of make like an image, title, and then you have your description, just to give you an example of how we can use the constraint layout with Jetpack Compose. Beautiful. All right, so you see this is what we got. We got our 15 DP margin, and then we have our image. We have our square image. So let me see. All right, so I actually want to add a margin on this side too. So let's go ahead and do that. So the way we want to do that, we want to link our start position. start link to, and it's going to be parent start. Yeah, and then let's go a margin. We do the same margin. Let's do 8.dp for the margin on that. Let's run that and just see how it looks. We're gonna build this up just to get a quick little nice card description, something that you can throw on a recycle view or whatever, just like one of the list views or something like that. All right, you see we have that right there. So okay, after our image, what we want to do, let's see. Okay, we got our image. Let's add a text view, and this text view is going to be the titles. So, well, text view equivalent, right? So this is our title. And remember, we can style this and everything like that. So let's go and add the modifier. We want to. So for modifier, we want to. Well, let's add. No, that's fine. We want to constrain as. And that way we can just go ahead and constrain what we need. Constrain as title. Whoops. There we go. Let's go add our block. And we don't want to mess that up. So inside the block, we're going to go ahead and constrain this. So let's see. I want the title to be. I want the top of the title. Well, actually, I want the start of the title. The start to link to the end of our image. So I think we do it image end. Okay, and then I want to have a margin. I want to give let's get an 8 dp margin in there. And then I also want to have the top of this text to link to image top. I guess that way it'll still the margin that we already have, and no need to put a margin there. But I also want a margin at the end of it, right? So this is just high level stuff, man. So let's just go in, link to, let's go parent end and margin. Just add that good margin in there. We're gonna do 8 dp. Let's go ahead and Control Shift F5 just to get that preview. You see how the preview screen works out so good, where we can just, like incrementally get through each step of our process. That way we can like polish what we're seeing. So okay, there we go. So we have our image, we have our title. Title could be a little bit longer, whatever than that. But look what's sweet about the preview. You can go in and add this. This is my title, and you see how you don't have to re-render it again, right? So you got your title, and we can style this. This is my title. We can make this bold. So let's go Control Alt L. See modifier, right? So we can add. Well, let's get to that later. Let's go ahead and add our description up under there. So what's next is we want our description. So let's just copy this. Control D. All right. Now this is my description. All right, there you go. This is my description. Let's go ahead and the modifier constrain as, and this is the description. Right there. All right. So now all we got to do, just, mess with our constraints right here. Let's make our top link to title bottom. How about that? Title bottom. Like, this is sweet. And then you can go start can link to how about start links to the the start of the title. So title. Oh shoot. Title, and then start. And we don't even need a margin there because it's gonna go off the same margin that we are linking to, right? So that, because that's gonna be the parent. Well, not the parent, but it's attached to it. So it's gonna take the position that it's in. All right, so the end, let's link it to the parent and the margin. That works. So this is my description, and I want to make it longer. All right, Control Alt L. If we can make the code beautiful, if we can beautify the code. What we can do, we can give this picture a bottom margin, right? This image. So all we gotta do is go bottom, link to parent, bottom, and then give it a margin. And we can do 16. I want to do 16. A DP. All right, let's run this and see what we got. And like I said, man, if you guys are feeling generous, and if you think you're learning something, man, I'm trying to create a community here. I'm trying to teach and share knowledge. So subscribe. Maybe, you know, maybe you will up your game, or I can get you to the next level. All right, well, we have a little issue going on right here. So you see how everything is like in the middle. So we got some layout issues going on, but you kind of get the picture how constraint layout works. So we got our title, we have our description. We can add a margin up under this title, and we can also center it. We can also I'm confused on why. Let's see. Okay, we got start link to the image in, top link to the image top, then the end link to parent. So what we can do here, and we don't have, but you guys get the picture of it. And actually we can style these text views here. So let's add on to the modifier, which we can, let's see where we at. We can add on to the modifier. So we can go, all right, so what we want to do is we want to go style. Wait, what is this? Is it style or topography? Oh, that's actually another attribute. Yeah, there we go, text style. So typography dot, I think we have to import the typography. Yep, Alt Enter, import that. And then let's make this we can go header. See, we got header 1, header 2, header 3. Let's go header 4. It's probably gonna make it super large. And what we doing here, let me open this up for you can see. This is the title. And we can do the same thing for our description. And then we just give it a body, you know. So you can add material themes to your text views, which is pretty straightforward and nice if you ask me. I kind of like making a layout like this in code instead of using the XML. So once again, let's go style and let's go typography, and then let's go, we can make this, let's say body 2. So you see how you can add your text styles to it. Let's run this. And then that'll be pretty straightforward. And then we can, you know, we can also make custom layouts. So I can get into custom layouts next after we run this. And I see our constraint layout is not. Let me see if I can fix that after we run this real fast. All right, you see that? Well, we have a problem because we're actually overlapping. So we can get more into the details on how to really tighten this down. But right now you get the picture of constraint layouts. And that's my goal, is to really get you to understand like how to do it in code. So if that's If that goal has been accomplished, then we can applaud that, right? For now.